Hello students, a very warm welcome once again to all of you. And in this video what we are going to discuss, I hope it is very clearly mentioned over here, that is we want to discuss some good questions based upon this topic, that is human eye and colorful world. Now as I am sure now you are familiar with the theme of these videos, that just to give you some idea or to guide you how you should start writing the answers, fine, because learning the concept is one thing, application of that concept specifically in physics is another aspect. Okay. So, say for example, I know the concept of reflection of light, fine, but let us say a question has been asked in the question paper for 5 marks, explain reflection of light. So, it is going to be different approach, but if it is for 2 marks, then you have to write the answer, but according to 2 marks. So, you should also learn how to expand or cut short your answer, what are the important aspects of numericals, how you should calculate in faster mode. So, all these things we are trying our best to give you some idea by means of these videos, fine. So, let us start the discussion of this video. One by one I will pick up the questions, will let you know how you should provide the answers. It is not like that for a long question I will write down each and every answer. Reason is simple, explanation is already there, and here the main idea is to emphasize on your personal learning approach, fine. So, here it is the beautiful device, that is remote control, and it is your first question. So, first thing is, just take a look, very short answer type, question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Very short answer means you have to write down maximum 3-4 words, that is it, fine. Do not waste your time in examination. Saving time for small questions, you can use that time for long answers, HOTS, high order thinking skill questions, like that. So, it is the first question, what kind of lens is present in the human eye? You should write down convex lens, but as I have to explain, so I will tell you some other aspects also, but you need not to mention those things. Why I am telling? Because if any student is not watching regularly our videos, then he or she should also get some idea of how to write down. So, human eye lens is convex, fine, and there is one property associated with this convex lens. This is extra piece of information. This convex lens means what? This lens in human eye, this convex lens can alter or alter its focal length, fine. This convex lens can alter its focal length. So, this is the answer, more than sufficient. Then comes question number 2, and this question number 2 is in the same category, fine. What is the least distance of distinct vision for a normal human eye? You should only write down 25 centimeter, 1 mark, okay, fine. So, as such there is no need for any type of explanation in this particular question. Then comes this third question, that is, name the phenomena which causes the twinkling of stars. Now, this question again in the category of very short answers. So, twinkling of stars is because of atmospheric refraction. Fine. Atmospheric refraction is the cause of twinkling of stars. So, just by writing, you can say if there are 4 questions in the very short answer category questions, in just 4 minutes you can write down the answers, because providing the answer, I mean these 2 words will hardly take how much? Less than 40 seconds. Fine. So, by that way you can save your good amount of time. Fine. Here even if you write down 4 or 5 lines, you will get only 1, and that too when you will mention those words required for the answer. Suppose you are writing so many things in this particular answer, but if you are not mentioning this atmospheric refraction concept, 0. Fine. So, be very careful. So, now then it comes question number 4, and question number 4 is of different type. This one question is short. Short answer means you have to write down at least a line or 2 lines like that. Fine. So, how is the amount of light entering the eye controlled? Fine. Well, the answer of this question is one single word, but because it is not for 1 mark, it is the basic difference. Now, here it comes the basic difference of this situation. Fine. If let us say this question is asked in very short format, then you can say that iris, simple, IRIS, it is a part in the human eye, but because it is short answer type, short answer means 2 marks. So, for 2 marks you have to write down the answer in this way. The iris can control movement of movement of pupil. So, it is like that. Suppose just take a look, let us say I am allowing the light, let us say I allow the light from this projector coming to my eyes. So, what I will do, my eyes will try to adjust its opening, but if I am outside of this light that is coming directly from the projector onto my eyes, then I will look like this. Fine. So, by arranging like this or by like this. So, iris is mainly responsible for controlling the amount of light that is entering. Fine. So, please be careful before writing the answer. Be very careful how much you have to produce, what are the points required to be mentioned in that answer, that is at most important. Fine. Normally what happened, students used to say everything I mentioned in my answer sheet, but not full marks. It is just because of that reason. Fine. Now, come on to the question number 5. Now, this question number 5, then question number 6, then question number 7. So, these 3 questions, fine, are multiple type questions. Here you need not to write down anything. Read the question, think the question, and then on the basis of your knowledge and understanding provide the answer. Fine. So, let us read this question. The human eye forms the image of an object at its. Now, in during the preparation of the videos, I prepared 2 videos where I explained the structure of human eye from the physics point of view as a camera, and also in one video I explained the working. Again in that video also I prepared the structure. So, First you please try to take a look of those videos, fine, like this, fine. So there are different parts like this. This is lens, this is cornea, this portion is known as retina, this portion is optic nerve, this is blind spot. So try to practice in this way. So moment you will see this question, you will say the answer is retina. This is the portion where the image formation will take place. Iris is doing what? Controlling the movement of the pupil. Pupil is by adjusting the opening, allow the amount of light entering the eye. Cornea is what? This portion is cornea, fine. So each and every aspect I mentioned in my those videos. So it is retina is the screen. I mentioned specifically that screen of this natural camera is retina, fine. Then next multiple choice question, that is question number 6. To focus the image of a nearby object on the retina of an eye. Okay, let's first understand, forget this. This is a chalk holder, blue color chalk holder, it is situated nearby like this. Now if I want to focus on this blue color chalk holder, then the distance between eye lens and retina is increased. Well, retina eye lens distance cannot increase, fine. The distance between eye lens and retina is decreased, you cannot do that, because nature gifted there is a specific distance between retina and lens, and it's not like that you can shift in your lens, not possible. The thickness of eye lens is decreased. Okay, thickness, fine, think on it. Thickness of eye lens is increased. Now here problem is, just try to recall in the first or second answer I mentioned that the human eye lens, which is a convex lens, has the ability to change its focal length. So this way you can say up to some extent these 2 points are showing some possibility on the basis of my knowledge of this changing focal length, fine. So first A is not applicable, B is not applicable, C, about C and D let's try to discuss this situation, fine. So it is thickness of eye lens is increased, fine. Now why, few of you will ask. So my answer is, if you are regularly watching our videos, then the answer is crystal clear. But if someone is missing, someone is watching this video for the first time, so for that I would like to tell you, nearby object. So thickness of eye lens is increased. So for watching the nearby object, you will watch like it a relaxed way. If you are watching something situated far away, so up to some extent it's going to be like, okay, something is there. But if something is situated nearby, so what you will say? Fine. Then question number 7. Now in question number 7, we can see the sun before the actual sunrise by about. Now here very specifically I explained, I mentioned not once but twice and thrice during the explanation of the topic of scattering, that there is actual delay in sunset and actual, you can say, increment in sunrise. So before actual sunrise it appears that it is now on, so it is going to be by 2 minutes, and after sunset, even after sunset, you can observe the setting sun for 2 minutes. So it is 2 minutes before sunrise, fine, 2 minutes after sunrise, after sunset, fine. So it is 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 minutes at the come up and the going on process. So not only this answer, but you can add this answer also. So it is going to be 2 minutes over here, otherwise total 4 minutes difference, fine. Then comes question number 8, and this 8 number and 9 number question is high order thinking skill. Now, high order thinking skill is not something difficult. It is like you have to read, think, only then you can answer, only then you should answer. Fine. In these type of questions, there is some different approach is associated. That is the difference, nothing else. Fine. So, the question is, far point of a myopic person is 80 centimeter. Okay. In front of the eye. Fine. It is V minus. What is the nature and power of the lens required to correct the defect? Fine. So, first is we have to find out power. To find the power we need focal length, and to find the focal length we have to use this formula. Fine. So, let us start the investigation of this question number 8. Now, V is equal to minus 80 centimeter given. Fine. U is, object may be anywhere, U is at infinity and F is, fine. So, use this formula, I will write 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. So, from here after solving, I will get F is equal to minus 80 centimeter. You just have to solve it, nothing else, nothing more. So, power you know what, 1 upon F, that too in meters. So, this 80 centimeter is going to be 0.18, sorry 0.8. So, P is equal to 1 upon this 8 minus 8 0 into 10 to the power minus 2. So, it will give me 10 upon 8 with minus sign. So, that will give me minus 1.25 diopter. Fine. And it is minus, so you need concave lens. So, this question, perfect question for HOTS category, high order thinking skills. Here you have to think, conclude, then apply the formula, change the value, converting centimeter into meter is 10 to the power minus 2, you will have to multiply, that is it. Fine. Then it is question number 9, which is in the same category of high order thinking. The near point of a hypermetropia, I am sure you are aware, anything situated close to my eyes, difficult for me to read, but far away without the lenses. I am suffering with myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia. There are so many things in my eyes, so many difficulties, fine, from very early age. So, the near point of hypermetropic eye is 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter. So, first you have to convert it in centimeters. You may ask, sir, why it is so? Because we are, you can say, calculating in this way. You can say it is accepted everywhere, fine. And that is why when I mention power, then I mention P is equal to 1 by F, that to F in meters, fine. So, what is the nature and power of the lens required to correct this defect? Fine, this is question number 9. So, U is equal to minus 25 centimeter. Now, if someone is asking, sir, from where it is given, come on, please do not ask like this. This is the least distance of distinct vision, fine. So, this is going to be this much and V is equal to minus 100 centimeter. F is how much? Because if I will get the value of F, I can calculate the power, fine. So, again same, put the value of 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F, fine. So, F is equal to 33.3 centimeters, simple calculation. Now, let us talk about P. So, P is equal to 1 by F, that too in meters you have to use. So, when you put the value in meters, that is into 10 to the power minus 2, after solving you will get plus 3 diopter. So, plus 3 means what? lens is convex or concave? Obviously, it should be convex. Everything is clear, fine. So, do not think that these are difficult aspects, these are simple aspects, provided you should have the idea of the concept and also the formula is at your tips, that is it. And the best way of practicing a formula is by writing. Diagram, repeatedly draw. Concave mirror, principal axis, pole, center of curvature, focus, like this. By saying, by repeatedly talking like this, fine. Question number 10. Now, this question is long answer question. Well, long answer questions are most beautiful questions. Why? Because you have free end to express your feelings, whatever the knowledge you have, fine, but be sure that you are playing within the boundaries. Let us take the look. Out of blue light and red light, which one is scattered more easily? Now, because it is for 4 marks, so you have to express so many things. And what are those so many things? Few points I am going to mention. First is scattering directly proportional to 1 upon lambda to the power 4. You know, lambda blue is less than the lambda red. You need not to write like this, you have to write down in words, fine. Lambda red is greater than lambda blue, therefore scattering of lambda red is less scattered, more scattered. Also you can mention that for scattering, size of the particles A should be very less than lambda, scattering will take place. But if A is greater than lambda, scattering will not take place. So, this way you have to provide the answer of these type of long answer questions. So, students, it was our effort in the direction to give you some guidance how you should write down the answers. I hope you will try to practice the way we are suggesting to you, and by this method you can score more marks. So, with this positive ray of hope, I would like to say thanks to all of you. Have a nice time. Once again, thanks a lot.